Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Monday, the 7th of April. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Not much happened over the weekend that caught my attention. This morning, the usual stuff, but none of it particularly newsworthy. I suppose the important thing to think about today is tomorrow is April's Patch Tuesday. So it doesn't feel very long since the last Patch Tuesday, but be aware, patches will be coming out. We'll talk about them tomorrow or Wednesday, depending on when the information gets pushed out there. But that will probably keep most people busy for most of this week. In the meantime, a couple of things that did catch my attention. There is a spate of Zoom-based attacks based around fake Zoom download sites, spreading the black suit, I think, ransomware. It is basically usual sort of thing. Phishing or other means of tricking a user to go to a malicious site through which they are asked to download a copy of Zoom, except it isn't. It then downloads a multi-stage piece of malware, which is doing things like scraping and then encrypting sensitive data, financial data, and so on and so forth, the usual sort of stuff. It's just ransomware. The team behind it have got a history of targeting critical national infrastructure, including schools and hospitals, law enforcement, public services, and so on and so forth. So if you are going to be, as always, if you're going to be downloading software, make sure that you're confident that you're downloading it from a legitimate site and not from some site that turns out to be not legitimate. This particular one of the indicators of compromise is that one of the sites associated with this has the name zoommanager.com. No, don't browse to it. So sounds legitimate-ish, but isn't where you would expect to be downloading from. So if you receive emails or other messages saying go to this site to download something, just treat that with a certain amount of caution. Double check in the background that that's the site you would be sent to from your email link or whatever actually lines up with the real site itself. If you've already got the software installed, it may be better to check for updates through the software rather than assuming that updates or whatever that are being you're being encouraged to download via an email actually are the legitimate ones. So yeah, just watch out. But fake Zoom malware is on the rise again. Also on the rise and has been spoken about quite a bit in the news, and we've mentioned it over the last week or so. There is a rise in malware that is adept at bypassing antivirus and EDR tools. Well, there's a good write-up on the Sakura rat, Sakura rat, which has been released on GitHub and can bypass some reasonable amount of AV and endpoint detect and response tools. It's tagged as a tool for malware analysts and security researchers, but expect it to be misappropriated for malicious purposes. So yeah, good write-up in GB Hackers explaining what it is. Worth taking a look because it gives you the opportunity to look at how anti-detection mechanisms work, and it gives you the opportunity to play with something in a safe environment, please, which can provide a learning experience around what you can do to detect the presence of these sorts of malware, even if your antivirus or EDR doesn't detect it. Bearing in mind that antivirus EDR is pretty much your last line of defense. If something has got that far and that's the only line of defense left, then that's definitely worth reviewing. If you have an incident, review how it got that far as part of your post-incident review. If you are relying heavily on EDR antivirus without other controls around, have a little think about your architecture, perhaps. Okay, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a good start to the week, and I'll speak to you all again tomorrow morning.